Today I'm going to be revealing my favorite Juice WRLD songs released and unreleased of all time. Juice has been my favorite artist since 2018 when a friend showed me Lucid Dreams while we were dropping into Fortnite together. And for this video I try to take my bias out of, my favorite songs right now and try to take a look back all the way to that year 2018 when I first discovered who Juice WRLD was. Now for this video, this ranking is going to be in no particular order just because for Juice WRLD it's pretty much impossible to even narrow it down to 15 songs. I feel like I have a pretty complete list, so before we get into things, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel with notifications on, as well as go ahead and give me a like on this video. And let's get right into things with the first song on my list being Robbery.
She told me put my heart in the bag.
This was released in February of 2019 as the debut lead single for Juice's second album, Death Race for Love. After the first time I heard it, I knew it was instantly one of my favorite Juice songs, with the beat being produced by the one and only Nick Mira and the music video being done by Lyrical Lemonade and directed by Cole Bennett. Robbery was destined to be a smash hit. Juice was really perfect on this, a very emotional, melodic rap song, and in my opinion, this is the peak of that subgenre.
I ain't leave a clue on the scene. Close range, so I got blood on my jeans.
Next on my list, I have Blood on My Jeans. This song was found on the track list of Juice's first posthumous album, Legends Never Die. I remember in 2019 when I was in the Instagram live where Juice actually played this song and a few others, he gave us a really cool freestyle on the open verse of the song, and in 2020 Gunna would actually preview his feature on the song, but it didn't end up releasing on the album. Even though the song is really short start to finish, I think it's one of Juice's best performances ever.
I don't need no Molly to be savage. When I'm on that Molly.
After that, I have Bandit. This song was released as a single in October of 2019, and at the time it was Juice's highest debut ever at number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100 first week. Juice's verse is one of my favorites by him, and the Youngboy feature ended up being really good too. Overall, I'm a big fan of Juice's rap songs and melodic rap songs, and I feel like this was just a perfect showcase of that. Next up, I have Not Enough. In anticipation of a new Juice WRLD album, Juice's label owner Lil Bibby would actually preview a new snippet to this song, which was unheard at the time. I feel like the song is very overlooked since it was released right in the middle of the track list for Fighting Demons. I do really like the mix of pop and rap Juice WRLD gave us on this song, and I feel like if you listen to this song, you would know that this song definitely had the potential to be way bigger than what it was.
I'm in town, party's going down.
Next after that, I have Armed and Dangerous. This was released as a single in October of 2018, and this was one of the first times we ever heard Juice on a hype song before. When it released and eventually had a Lyrical Lemonade music video to it, I knew it was one of my favorite songs. Still to this day, I think it's one of the more fun songs I've ever listened to, and it makes me really happy every time I throw it on. And I'd argue that it was the best song in 2018 to come out.
Feeling really bad.
After that, I have Fast. This was released on Death Race for Love, and this song was always a standout in my opinion. Juice's vocals just have me floating the entire track, and I love how he managed to fit in 3 verses on this song. And as someone who is the same age as Juice when he made this song, it's definitely one of his more relatable ones I've learned. After that, I have KTM Drip. Easily one of my favorite leaked songs of all time. I just think this song is extremely fun and exciting, and it's really been one of my summer anthem songs for 2 years in a row now. I hope to see it end up on The Party Never Ends. It was rumored to have a Travis Scott feature. I'd much rather have the song be released solo and with all 3 verses.
It's my year. Coding sip, no fear.
Halfway through my list, I have The Bee's Knees. Hit Boy had insane production credits on Death Race for Love, and one song that really stands out to me is The Bee's Knees. It's a song that's over 5 minutes long and goes from hype in the first half to Juice kind of melodically coasting over the beat in the second half. To me, the second half of the song is more of like a victory lap for Juice, reminiscing on his success. To me, this song is a gem that not everyone knows about or likes to listen to on Death Race for Love, but it's certainly one of Juice's best.
Before the night ends, switch up to the white bins.
Next after that, I have Black and White. It's one of my favorites of the many hits on Juice's classic album, Goodbye and Good Riddance. This is one of Juice's party anthems, about getting effed up with different friend groups and, partying too much and that type of stuff. And that nostalgia from 2018 makes Black and White my favorite song off Goodbye and Good Riddance. Next after that, I have Been Through This, aka 1,000 Times, with Miley Cyrus. Now this is another leak with a very mainstream, pop appeal to it, and the Miley Cyrus feature, although it's done posthumously, is great. I do think them on the chorus together is so beautiful and so catchy. I'd love to see the song released one day. It was teased by the 999 Club on their Instagram page ahead of Fighting Demons releasing, but we didn't end up seeing it on the track list of that album. Next after that, I put The Light. This song was released actually recently in March of 2023. It was a very popular leak and one of the better love songs from Juice in my opinion. Now this song kind of dropped out of nowhere in March because it was being put on MLB The Show's soundtrack this year for their video game, although there ended up being one problem with the song. It released with only a clean version, which made fans really upset because there's 2 blocked out cuss words in the track. And after a while of listening to this song, the clean version only, it being released, I actually am very glad we got it, and I don't notice the fact that the words are blocked out.
Took his bitch, yeah, I stole her. I'm getting bolder.
Next after that, I have the iconic leak Rental. This is an all-time favorite leak, I think, from everyone in the community. It's one of the many songs produced by Season, who is an artist who worked with Juice WRLD and signed to his label in 2019. Juice had 2 verses on this song, and I think 2 of his best verses were also on display on this song.
This is dedicated to you if you felt the lowest side of love.
Next on my list, I have Rich and Blind. This was the better of the 2 songs that dropped on the EP in June 2018, right after the passing of XXXTentacion. Legends gets a big look on the EP because it was a tribute song to other fallen rappers, but in my opinion, Rich and Blind was always one of my favorite Juice performances and the better of the 2. Juice just had the sad rap in the palm of his hands from this point on.
Burn, burn, burn. I pray to God for some water.
Second to last on my list, I put Burn. I remember when Juice tweeted and hinted at collaboration with Metro Boomin in 2019. It was great to see it actually finally released in late 2021 as the first track on Fighting Demons. Metro's very heavenly beat with Juice singing about his pain and problems is something that I didn't really know I needed, but it does show how good Juice was by the end of his career and how good he would sound on different types of production.
Do you hear me calling? Do you hear?
And lastly on my list, I went ahead and I put Hear Me Calling. This was the second single for Death Race for Love and one of the better love Juice songs we've ever gotten. I always loved the verses on this song and that the production was very, up-tempo, and the song overall had a great theme to it, and I think that's why Death Race for Love is my favorite album of all time. It was really hard to put the 15th spot because I know I'm leaving out dozens and dozens of other insane songs, but overall that's my list of my top 15 Juice WRLD songs of all time. Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end of the video. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I have a Twitter and Instagram, go follow me there, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.